everybody, and welcome to another Solar Power Astrology Update. My name is Michelle. I'm an astrologer and life coach, and I run creative workshops, and I'm delighted to be bringing you news about the full moon on the 31st of January. This is no ordinary full moon. It's a lunar eclipse, which is often known as a red moon. It's also the second full moon of the month, so that's known as a blue moon, and it's a super moon, so that's a big full moon. What I'm going to do is, because I'm an artist and because I love color and I love creativity, I'm going to combine the red and the blue together and call it a purple moon. That brings to mind courage and purple hearts, and that's what brings to mind this full moon, because it's in Leo, and Leo is the sign that rules the heart, the human heart. It also is the sign that rules our creative potential. It basically represents how we take our energy out into the world, our unique creative source energy that we're born with. And I believe that we're all given a specific blueprint, which is borne out by every single chart I do every single day of my life. Astrology has been my biggest teacher, without a doubt, because it constantly shows me that we are connected to all that is, and that there's a much bigger plan than we are aware of. It always brings me back to the knowledge that we are connected to a bigger source. And the creative source within ourselves, it's almost like the spark of the divine that lives within us, that represents our true creative potential as a co-creator on the planet. So this full moon is obviously as a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses are always close, or all eclipses are always close to the nodal axis of the moon. You don't have to understand that, but the nodal axis of the moon relates in a chart, relates to your highest potential. And this one is in Leo. So for all of us, whether your nodal axis is in Leo or not, all of us are actually feeling this energy. So we are all being called upon to be more authentic, more heart-based, more honest with ourselves, more loving with ourselves. That's the biggest message for the Leo full moon eclipse. It's opposite the sun in Aquarius, which is also it's also joined by Venus, also in Aquarius. Venus is the planet of love. And shortly after the full moon, Mercury will also move into Aquarius. So there'll be 3 planets in Aquarius, and then we'll have the moon in Leo along with the North Node. So that the axis, the Leo-Aquarius axis, has been activated already last year by the eclipse season, which was in August, the 7th and I think the 15th of August last year. So this full moon eclipse could be the culmination or the coming to a head of what was going on then. So there could be issues that came up then that come up now. Full moons are always a time where we can see things more clearly. So something might have been born then and now it becomes clearer, or something that you weren't completely finished dealing with then, you're actually able to deal with it on another level now. This is a very, very powerful full moon to really look at your paradigms. Aquarius helps us to see things from a bigger picture. So we're able to get out of our own drama, get out of our own way, and actually see what we're doing to contribute to our reality. So what are our belief systems? What are we infusing ourselves with every day? Are we infusing ourselves with self-love or self-hatred? Are we dismissing ourselves or valuing ourselves? And every moment of every day will actually give us those clues. And I think it's just a time for us to be kind to ourselves in our process of unraveling all of this and understanding it, but also to see how we can change it. There's a lot written about the heart as this creative source, and a lot of research has been done by scientists on it as well. And it's been proven that the heart is the most powerful, has the most powerful vibration of any other organ in the body. So they actually can't really measure it. It's that powerful. So when we've got stuff stuck in our heads, that's fine, and it enables us to rationalize and to think and to work and to communicate. But when information gets stuck in our heads, so when we're doing a lot of reading, a lot of working, a lot of learning, it tends to get stuck in our heads and it doesn't filter down to our hearts. And heart's intentions are where we actually change things. So when you have a paradigm in your head that you have lack in a certain area of your life, it's not going to be changed by changing it in your head. It's going to be changed by bringing it to your heart and changing it there. So that, for me, that's why I'm saying purple heart and courage, because it takes courage to be honest with ourselves and to be authentic with what's really going on and what we feel about something, and maybe to find someone to talk to about it. Someone who isn't going to dismiss you, someone who will hear you and give you feedback, positive, useful feedback. So this is the time to do that. It's to really look and see, what is my heart telling me, first of all? How kind am I to my own heart? Am I nourishing and nurturing my own heart every day? Do I spend any time just being quiet and listening to the murmurings of my heart? And what is my heart telling me? And if something is blocking me from doing something, maybe there's a reason. And so this full moon, if we take some time just to listen, I believe that we can access information from kind of a higher source and also get perspective so that we can actually start to make those fundamental changes. There's a very, very good book, if you're interested in doing more of this work, by a guy called Drunvalo Melchizedek, and he wrote a book called Living in the Heart. He's also written a lot of the Flower of Life books, but this is a very simple book that he wrote about exactly what I'm talking about the exceptional power of heart-based awareness. That when a group of people get together and meditate on pollution, they're able to actually lift pollution in cities. People are instantly cured when there's just heart-based awareness. So it's much, much more. The heart is much, much more than, Hallmark cards and roses and romance. It's much more than that. It's actually the essence of everything. And the sun in our birth chart is the essence. We revolve around the sun. It's our focal point, and the sun is ruled by the heart. So this is a very, very strong one, and lined up, as I said, to last year as well. So there are links, and then links also go back to 19 or 20 years ago. So you'll find that there'll be themes running through if you take the time to follow the threads. So I wish you all the best for this full moon lunar eclipse, and I hope it shines a light on your true heart's desires and enables you to really start reaching or working towards or playing towards or creating towards your highest potential. We are working on the spiral in my next workshop on the 17th of February, and that's going to be about the cycles of life and the troughs, when we find ourselves in a trough or we find ourselves riding a wave, and how to navigate those cycles and understand them better as well, because it's not a circle, it's a spiral, and we are evolving and we are learning, even though it doesn't feel like it. So sometimes it helps to explore that, and we'll do that by looking at the Fibonacci spiral, which is incredible. It's just fascinating. So I'm very excited for that. It's filling up quite quickly, so if you want to come, please let me know. And that's in KwaZulu-Natal, in Hillcrest. And then on the first weekend of March, I'm delighted to be running a workshop. It's actually a retreat, a 3-day retreat in Grotto Bay at Samadhi Retreat Center. It's beautiful. I've been to have a look and I've met the owners, and we're really excited about running retreats there. The beach is magnificent. So we're going to be spending time, it's a full moon in Pisces. We're going to be spending time on the beach, making art on the beach, walking on the beach, meditating, making art inside, and again we'll be working with the spiral amongst other things on that 3 days. So it's a really good chance to reset, reboot, as is this full moon. And yes, and if you'd like an astrology reading, you know where to get me. My details are below this video or on my website. And you're welcome to subscribe to my newsletter or subscribe to the channel so you make sure that you always get my videos. And please give me feedback with anything else that you might be looking for, or any constructive feedback's good. So happy new moon, full moon, and let your heart and let your light shine. Thank you.